So here to talk through this Tight Fit Sudoku by John Bulten called Victory. It has an unusual range from 1 to 10, and we'll run into that as we work through the solve. Let's begin with some Sudoku steps around the givens. We've got 5 5s in the givens, so the last 5 is known. I see 4 4s, so one tension is where do I put a 4 in these cells, and it can't go under the 6, so it's got to go here. Last 4 then this space. We've got 3 9s. These actually all point into the center box, so this has just one option for a 9. We've got a 9 here, here, 9 here, here, both of those work. We've got 2 7s, those point to here, nothing I can tell about those. 2 6s that both point into this space. 4 over 6 is good, 6 over 5 is not, so 6 goes in here. Here's actually where a tight fit thinking can work pretty quickly, so under a 5 is 1, 2, 3, or 4, but 2, 3, and 4 are already seen by the cell, so this has to be a 1. That puts a big 1 right in this cell. I haven't looked at this yet, but this should be just as much a give me with this range. 9 has to go over 10, and this 10 now in this middle box can't go over a 7, can be under a 6. 10 can't go over a 9, so it's got to be up here, so we get these placements pretty quickly. This box is finished with a 2 and an 8. The 2 is the only digit left that can be over the 7. Puts in this, we get a big 10 right in this cell. If we come then to the top, like this 7 has to be over something, but it sees 9 and 10, so this is pretty limited. How do we sort of use that? Well, now in the center we've got 3, 7, 8 to go, but 7, 8 are right up above, so 3 comes in here. We don't know if the 7 or 8 are split, but now in this column we have 1, 2, and 9 left to place. The 1 and 2 will have to be smaller than the 4. The only digit left that's larger than the 4 is a 9. So a 9 comes in here, last 9 in the grid going in there. 1 and 2 in here, but that now means this 10 is limited right here, 10 right there. So some good progress through that. We said 1 and 2 are going to be what finishes this, so the 4 has to have a 3 over it. Puts a 3 into this cell. 3 can go into both of these cells, so we don't know more about that yet. But this 1 and this 1 down here effectively put a 1 over this 3, and that will be useful. We now have 2 and 6 to finish this side, and we don't have something done with that, but let's come back to these tight fit clues. These are both small, and the 1 we found down here means 2 and 3 are what's left in this column that are small enough to go above a 4 or 5. The 3 right here puts 2 over 3. End of this column is 6 with 7. That 7 puts in the 7, puts in the 7, puts in 8. Last spot for an 8 here is right there in that cell. The only digit that's larger than the 5 that's left in the spot is another 8. Puts in an 8 by Sudoku, puts in a 6, puts in a 6 and 2 by Sudoku, puts in a 1 and 7 by Sudoku. This is left to be 2 and 4. Puts in a 2 here, puts a 1 over this 5, puts a 1 here and a 3 here, and we're through the grid. So an interesting middle of the week challenge. I think the broader range from 1 to 10, which we've seen a little bit before, was part of the novelty of this grid, and then just the good use of the given clues to get some pointing pairs and other deductions through the grid. So thanks, John, for this puzzle. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you again soon.